Hello everyone and welcome back to Shelter 2. And we are here with Fox and his kittens. Oh, thank goodness, there's Nyx. I thought for a moment that Nyx had vanished someplace, but no, she seems to be alright. So we are here with Sienna, Tundra, and Nyx, and they are so far so good, doing alright. Unfortunately, we did lose their little sister early on in the series, but thankfully she has been the only loss so far. And everybody else seems to be doing fairly well. We do, however, need to make sure we get some hunting in. Oh, there's a bird's nest down there. Let's head that way. And these guys are actually pretty close to growing up, it seems. So I think, hopefully they'll grow up pretty soon here and we'll be all right. It's the end of summer and come autumn. Oh, yeah, okay, mouse left. Just because we haven't done this before. I think we could probably turn off tutorials by this point. But that should drop the nest down for them. They're all here. Come on, you guys. There we go. We'll let them eat. Our stamina should be refilling. I think we'll be okay with that. Oh, hey, nice. Thank you, Nyx. We'll go ahead and eat that one to kind of help our stamina come back. But these guys, at any time here, should be starting to, they should grow up because it's almost autumn here, and that is when they end up growing up. So it's always a little bit bittersweet to say goodbye because we only end up following one of them. That's just how the game works. Unfortunately, you can't have multiple saves. You can't follow more than one. And so it's always a little bittersweet because out of all the kittens we have, only one will be returning. But at the same time, it's also quite hopeful because these guys are going to be going off to live their own lives and to have their own stories, even if we don't get to see all of them. And so that's a pretty cool thing. We're going to be looking around for some food, though. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there's a vole. Oh, whoa. Why is it that I always do that right? I always use the scent view right as autumn arrives. And why are they all running? Did they see us? Or are they just running because of the season change? They maybe saw us. But this is about when it's going to come time to bid them farewell. So we'll enjoy our last little bit of time here with them. And yeah, here we go. They're going to be heading off. Wow. I can't believe it. It feels like just a little while ago we were first meeting these guys. And I mean, it really was just last week. But oh, farewell, you guys. Oh, goodbye, Sienna. Goodbye, Tundra. And goodbye, Nyx. Oh. Goodbye, you guys. I'm going to miss you. They honestly... This has been, so far, Fox's story has been one of my favorites. There's always something unique with each of them. That's part of the beauty of this game, is that it has such an amazing ability to be different. Like, even though it's the same story each time, there's so many variations and so many things that can change each time. And even at this point, we're on, litter number 12, 13-ish? Even for someone who's had quite a lot of experience with this game, for me, it's never ceases to be difficult. And it's different every time. There's always going to be some things that happen a little bit differently, and they're gone. They've headed off. Oh, goodbye, you guys. But it's always such a unique story for each lynx, and Fox has really been such an overcomer. He's also only the second male lynx we've ever had to raise the kittens. We had Owl a while back, and that's simply because in nature that's really not what happens. It's the female who will raise the young, and well, I don't know that I would say it would be impossible for this to happen, because who knows. I would say it would have to be highly unlikely, because in most cases the male lynx has no part in raising the kittens. But because this is a story, we can have a little bit more freedom with that, and we can have oh, there. No, I want to. Oh, I guess you can't eat it while it's still in your mouth. But we can have a little bit of freedom to kind of bend to the rules of what may usually happen. So Fox's story has been an uncommon one, but it's also been an absolutely amazing one. He's come through so much with his kittens as well, and it's honestly been really incredible to see all of them grow and overcome. That's one of my favorite parts about this game, is just the depth of the story that can develop. But I think we're going to go ahead and have him head up to the den here because winter is on its way, and his story is drawing to a close. So we'll head back to the den now. He's alone. It's been a long time since he's been alone. And we'll bring him back up here and see what his story may hold next. So here we go. Alright. And we actually were really close here. Normally we're further away and it's quite the journey back. So this may be a bit of a short episode. But it's still a little bit, it's still going to be, even if it's a little bit shorter, it'll be alright. And there he is alone. It's been a long time. And I mean, normally the male lynx are a little more solitary, but I imagine in his case, after having had the kittens and then now they've gone their own way, it might get a little lonely. Poor guy. But his story will conclude here as he once again follows the stars. And here we go into the night. In just a moment here. I love the constellations. I love how this game is so simplistic in its style, but at the same time, it's so beautiful. It's really, like, it's not super realistic. It's very highly stylized, but at the same time, it's just absolutely incredible. It's really, really beautiful. And they did a great job on this, and in all of their games, really. I love the style. And I just think it's really, really neat. So we're going to continue to follow the stars here, and we'll make our way through the night. I always like to think of this as them kind of following their instincts to lead them on in their path. There's a lot of theories as what the ending of the game actually means, and I don't know if there's one right or wrong answer, but I always tend to see it as them following their instincts and going on to the next chapter of their story, which does bring them out of sight of that does bring them out of our sight and what we see in their stories. But it does go on in one form or another, be it through story or through legacy. And here we go. And it's, once again, time to say goodbye. I'm gonna miss Fox, honestly. I've been quite attached to Fox. It's kind of interesting because sometimes I'm more or less attached to the characters, and you know, it kind of depends on their story. I love all of them. I get attached to all of them, but sometimes I don't know why some I connect to more than others, but I think it may be through what they overcome, and Fox certainly has had quite a lot to overcome, and he's done an amazing job. But here we go, we're gonna head into the night, and there is another lynx here. Oh, I think is this a brown one? I think so. Oh, a very, very large one too. I'm always amazed at how much bigger the lynx here at the end is. But here we go. I'm trying to think, who in his life could this be? Could this be a new mate? Could this be a sibling or even an ancestor come to return? Some of you guys have speculated that at the end this is them actually passing away and going on to kind of going on into whatever sort of afterlife there may be in this world. And there's a lot of different theories on this. Some have said it's them finding a new mate. Some have said it's them reuniting with a parent or a sibling or an ancestor. There's a lot of theories on what it could be. In any case, it does symbolize the end of our story. This is where we'll have to say goodbye to Fox, and where we may eventually, I mean, this time comes for all of our lynxes eventually, where they must pass from sight of our eyes, and in whatever form their story may continue, it's going to be out of our sight. It's left up to us to imagine what may happen to them in the future, and what they may do. They may go on to have other litters. They may go on to they might not. They might live in solitude. They may be older, they may be younger, this may be the end of their life. Who knows what might be happening here, but it's kind of left up for you to decide. And that's another cool thing about this game, honestly, is that the shelter games seldom truly tell you. They leave a lot up to your own interpretation. That's kind of cool, I think. So we're going to head off into the darkness here alone. And as always, there will be a poll in the video description, so don't forget to look for that. That will let you guys choose which lynx you want to follow next time. So we'll have 3 options. There will be Sienna, Nyx, and Tundra. Tundra is the only male, and the other 2 are females. And you guys will get to choose which one we'll be following again next week when we come back on Tuesday. So we're going to let these guys head off. And I always like how it says special thanks to all mothers, because I know I sure have a lot to thank my mom for. And we'll go ahead and let them disappear into the darkness here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you've enjoyed Fox's story. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out. Okay, so I always check the family tree after off camera, but something sort of strange has actually happened here. I've never seen it do this before. For some reason, it's actually letting us choose from all 4, including Tara, who is the kitten that we lost to a fox early on. So take that as you will. I'm gonna go ahead and include Tara in the poll because, I mean, the game still sees her here. So, you guys may choose to go with probably the more realistic route of choosing one of the others, but because the game has left this option open to us, I'm gonna go ahead and put Tara as an option, and who knows, maybe she managed to escape somehow and to survive. Who knows? So, not typically what happens, but I figured because I noticed this, I would go ahead and put it in the end of the video. So, you guys will actually have 4 options this time. I can't say it's what I expected, but it'll be interesting. So go ahead, make sure you vote in that poll. It'll be in the video description. Just scroll down a little bit. It's going to be a straw poll. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.